What if you were trapped in a place designed to kill you, with no way out? In 1943, 600 prisoners in a Nazi death camp did the unthinkable. They fought back and escaped. But here's the heartbreaking truth. Only about 50 survived to tell the world. This is the Sobibor Uprising, a story of courage that changed history. Dear Infinital community, get ready for a story that will grip your heart and ignite your spirit. Today, we're uncovering the Sobibor Uprising, a moment when ordinary people became extraordinary heroes, defying unimaginable evil. This tale of bravery will leave you inspired and remind you of the power of hope against all odds. Picture yourself in a remote corner of occupied Poland, surrounded by dense forests and barbed wire laced with mines. This was Sobibor, a Nazi extermination camp built in 1942 as part of Operation Reinhard, the plan to annihilate European Jews. Research suggests that between 170,000 and 250,000 people, mostly Jews from Poland, the Netherlands, and Germany, were murdered here, gassed within hours of arrival. Sobibor extermination camp. Sobibor was a machine of death, divided into three areas: administration, reception, and the killing zone with gas chambers and mass graves. A small group of prisoners, called Arbeitsflüchtlinge or worker prisoners, were spared immediate death to perform grueling tasks like sorting victims' belongings or maintaining the camp. These workers lived in constant fear, punished for minor infractions like resting or smoking. Survivor Esther Robb described the terror. When you heard the commandant's whistle, it meant a transport was coming. It was like someone tearing out your insides. Esther Robb oral history. Every day, you'd face the reality that survival was temporary. The Nazis' efficiency left no room for hope, and the minefields surrounding the camp made escape seem impossible. Yet, in this darkness, a spark of resistance emerged. Have you ever wondered what it takes to find courage when all seems lost? That's where our story begins. In the spring of 1943, rumors spread that Sobibor would soon close, likely meaning death for all remaining prisoners. This fear galvanized a group led by Leon Feldhendler, a Polish Jew who had been head of the Judenrat in Gokówka before his deportation in 1942. Leon Feldhendler, familiar with the camp's routines, knew escape required meticulous planning. Early attempts, like poisoning guards, failed when the SS discovered the plot and executed 5 prisoners in retaliation. Hope arrived in September 1943 with Alexander Sasha Pechersky, a Soviet POW and Red Army officer deported from Minsk. Alexander Pechersky, his military expertise and defiance once refusing a Nazi officer's offer of cigarettes and bread earned him respect among prisoners. History memes ex post. Together, Feldhendler and Pechersky crafted a daring plan: silently kill key SS officers, seize weapons, and lead all 600 prisoners out during the evening roll call. The plan was audacious. On October 14, 1943, with 3 feared SS officers on leave, the prisoners struck. They lured officers to isolated spots: Deputy Commandant Johann Niemann to the tailor shop for a fitting, another to the warehouse for a coat try-on, and killed them with axes and knives. Holocaust Encyclopedia. By 5 p.m., 11 SS officers and several Ukrainian guards were dead. But then, disaster struck. A wounded officer raised the alarm, and gunfire erupted. Chaos ensued. Prisoners cut telephone lines and stormed the fences, some braving the minefield. Survivor Thomas Blott recalled, "I always looked for possibilities to escape, keeping my pants creased to look useful." The Independent. About 300 prisoners fled into the forest, but the path to freedom was treacherous. Can you imagine running through a minefield, bullets flying, with no guarantee of survival? The escape was only the beginning. The Nazis launched a massive manhunt, with thousands of troops scouring the region. Many escapees were betrayed by locals or died from hunger and exposure. Of the 300 who fled, only about 50 to 60 survived the war. Sobibor survivors. Esther Robb, who escaped through the minefield, later said, "We put onto sweaters, my boots, a coat, and a kerchief. You didn't take luggage you didn't know if you'd make it." Esther Robb oral history. Among the survivors was Semyon Rosenfeld, who joined partisans and lived until 2019, becoming the last known Sobibor escapee. Times of Israel. Thomas Blott documented his story in From the Ashes of Sobibor, ensuring the uprising's legacy endured. Tragically, Leon Feldhendler was killed in 1945, possibly in a robbery. Leon Feldhendler, The uprising forced the Nazis to close Sobibor. Heinrich Himmler ordered its demolition, and trees were planted to hide the atrocities of Sobibor Uprising. Yet, the prisoners' courage could not be erased. Their actions diverted Nazi resources and inspired resistance across camps, proving that even in the face of evil, defiance was possible. Today, Sobibor is a memorial site, a testament to those who fought back. Their story challenges us. What would you do in their place? The Sobibor Uprising reminds us that hope can spark action, even in the darkest times. If this story of unbreakable spirit moved you, hit that subscribe button for more gripping historical tales. Comment "I'm inspired" below if the Sobibor Uprising changed how you view courage. Your support helps us keep these stories alive.